Or if the bomb that drops on you gets your friends and neighbors too, there'll be nobody left behind to grieve, and we will all go together when we go. What a comforting fact that is to know.
Hello, and thank you for watching the John Doe Prepper channel. I'm your host, John A. Whitman. And in today's video, I thought I would just quickly go over these 3 new additions to my folding knife collection. Starting off with this little number by Frost Cutlery. I've always wanted a Tonto-style blade for my collection, and I finally got one. Got this at a flea market for like $10. Moving on, these I also purchased at the same flea market for $20 each. This is my newest automatic stiletto with these faux jade grips. Looks very nice. Simple straight blade to complement the faux ivory Chris style blade I have right here. Very nice little knife. This one is actually made in Italy as well. If I can... Will that show on the camera? Yes. Italy. Italia. Eh. So I finally have an actual Italian-made stiletto rather than a no-name Chinese one or a $2 gas station comb conversion. And finally, we have a new double-action OTF knife to add to the flock. This one, as you can see, is a nice 2-edged faux Damascus dagger style blade. Very nice little new fidget toy. But while we're here, because just showing these 3 little guys off would kind of be a short, boring little video, I figured I might as well talk about carry knives. Specifically, what do I carry with all of these options that I have? What is it that I myself actually carry for real use? The answer to that question is this right here. This is a Rucco Bull Shark. Cost me about, I think it was $20-ish. I purchased this knife about 8 years ago, and I have been carrying this pretty much every day for those last 8 years. It is an assisted opening knife. It uses a thumb stud to open. As you can see, it's all beat up and looks all Boba Fett, because this is the knife that I actually take with me everywhere I go and actually use and abuse the crap out of. So, as fun as it is to collect these flashy knives like this, these are not, for the most part at least, these are not tools. These are basically adult toys. No, not those kind of adult toys. Get your minds out of the gutter. These are basically toys for men. This, on the other hand, is a tool. And when I've needed a tool for the last 8 years, the one knife that I put my hands on every single day to get work done is this. It's not super fancy, it's not super tactical, doesn't have a bajillion different features on it, it's just a knife. It has a glass breaker. Whether or not it works, who cares? It's not important for what this is for, which is my EDC, my everyday carry. And this is a lot like preppers and guns. It's the same thing. Is it fun to have like 20 different guns that are all cool and have different specialist tasks, or that just look sexy? Yeah, that's fun. But again, those aren't really tools. They're toys. And I mean, not obviously not literal toys. Guns are not toys, but you get what I mean. They're for fun. They're not necessarily for doing work, whereas this is. So you know, a lot of people probably say this is insufficient. This isn't good enough because it was like a $20 Fleet Farm store type store knife. But I've used and abused the absolute hell out of this knife for the last 8 years, and literally only earlier today did I ever have to actually do any maintenance on this. Just before I recorded this video, I honed this edge for the first time in 8 years. This is the first time I've ever had to actually worry about the edge at all. And the only reason why I had to do that, what finally did it in, was I cut through a steel bottle cap because I didn't have a bottle opener on me. So I literally stabbed through the top of the bottle cap and then cut around it like I was opening a soup can and just popped out the middle of the cap and drank my Modelo that way, right? But it took, before that, you know, made the edge kind of start to curl over a little bit and require honing, it took 8 years of me using this knife for everything from opening boxes and cutting up plastic bottles to limbing and carving into saplings and even dispatching fish with this knife before I had to do anything with the edge. If that is not a testament to the quality of this $20 Rucco knife steel, I do not know what is. Right? So, like with many other tools and preps in general, it doesn't have to break the bank, but it does have to be good quality. This, for $20 to $25, is good quality. The little $5 Ozark Trail folding knife, will it do knife things? Yes, but not nearly as well as this, because the steel is not as good quality. But kind of just to kind of wrap this up, like I said, these are all fun to collect. I do have other knives and multi-tools and crap that I do use as tools, but for the overwhelming majority of the time, when I need a knife, when I need a tool, I put my hands on this. 24/7, 365, every day. This is the knife that lives in my pocket, because when I need it to do knife things, it does them like a champ. It takes everything I throw at it, and it just keeps on going. And to kind of circle back to what I was saying earlier, you know, John, how did you get your knife to look so Boba Fett and all beat up and badass looking? I keep this in my pocket, and when I need a knife, I use this. I use it. That's how it looks so gnarly. If you want your knife to look as gnarly as this, you need to buy a good quality knife that you can abuse the crap out of, like this one, and then abuse the crap out of it, like I did with this one. With that all being said, I hope you enjoyed seeing the new additions to my collection and my little mini rant on good quality, budget, I guess you could say, carry knives. And thank you once again for watching the John Doe Prepper channel.
We will all go together when we go, all suffused with an incandescent glow. No one will have the endurance to collect on his insurance. Lloyds of London will be loaded when they go.